Okay, hello guys, welcome back. In this video, we're gonna be building our first AI agent. So before getting into it, I wanna explain you once again what an AI agent is and what the anatomy of an AI agent is and what are the things that makes up an AI agent. So the diagram you see is basically the anatomy of an AI agent. The AI agent comprises of a brain and the instructions that we provide it to behave in a certain way. And of course, there is an input and there is an output. The AI agent uses the LLM memory to save the information and use that information later in the process. Instructions are given through a system prompt that we will see. And of course, the AI agent uses some tools back and forth with the help of its brain. The brain decides which tools to use and which not. And of course, all of these elements are going to translate to some of the things in n8n. And of course, I'm going to show you where these elements are exactly while we build the AI agent in n8n. Now let's head straight towards n8n. And of course, a new flow starts with a trigger, chat trigger. Test chat. Hi. Okay, now each time that we add a chat trigger, we would add an AI agent node. So this is an AI agent. Let's execute the step. Now you need to know what's exactly happening here. So you have used ChatGPT, right? So while looking at the configuration panel of the AI agent node, what you see is the source for prompt. The prompt is everything that we write in the ChatGPT as a user. Just assume this is ChatGPT, and whatever we write is the prompt, and the prompt is gonna be coming from the connected chat trigger node, which is this one. Okay, and like to see, and the system message is gonna be you are a helpful assistant. So this is just an intuitive way to tell the AI agent that it's an helpful assistant and according it will behave and respond. So yeah, the prompt will be a variable that's derived from here, the chat input, and that's pretty much it in the configuration of AI agent. And whenever we write anything like hi, oh yeah, since it does not have any brain, we would use some LLM model like Open Router. We can use Open Router, of course. I'll just connect my Open Router account with the n8n. So it's all green and it's connected. Let's use just the 4.1 mini GPT model. And it has got its brain, and when we say hi, it should respond us with, okay, so there's some payment problem. Let's just use some other model. Okay, so now that we have our model already over here, let's give it some memory. Let's use a simple memory in this case, and everything is perfect. Now let's type in some message. It responds with, "Hello, how can I help you today? If you have any questions or need assistance with something, feel free to ask." So, yep, what we made over here is the core part of the AI agent. Now, if you say, "Hey, my name is my name is Andrew," it says, "Hello, Andrew. It's nice to meet you." Now, if we ask him, "What is my name?" it should respond us with the name. Your name is Andrew. So, like you just saw, it's using its simple memory that stores information like what's my name and other information that we might have given him through the chat. And it does not require any extra credential. It just stores in the n8n memory. So what we saw here was the brain that it uses and the memory that it uses to store the data about our current conversation. So from this diagram, we have the brain, LLM memory, and just two of them. Now, next on, we will have a tool that can be something like Google Sheets. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use Google Sheet as a database to store information about some email IDs and their names. So let's open Google Sheets and let's just write something like Alyssa and Alyssa123 at the rate gmail.com and write date and then date at the rate example.com and then Andrew Andrew 124 at the rate outlook.com. So here we have made some data, a database that we can use to test in n8n. Let's connect the credentials over here. Choose the account you have. And then we are all set. Now the tool description is on set automatically, which is essentially telling the LLM to think independently without any interference from our side. Okay, so within the resource field, we're gonna choose sheet within document because we don't have to look at the whole document, but rather just the sheet. And then the next field is operation. We have to choose get rows because we just want to have the information that's there in the spreadsheet and there's nothing else to do apart from that. Okay, so among the document, we will have to choose the name of the database that we have given, which is untitled spreadsheet. Let's give it some appropriate name like contacts. So if you refresh, yep, perhaps. Let's just save this. And if you refresh your page and then check the get sheets row, you'll have the contacts. It's sheet one, of course, and then let's execute the step. Okay, so here we have connected the spreadsheet. If you say hi, let's say get the email of Andrew. So it's gonna, so let's just call it contacts database. Now let's check in another way, like can you get the contact information of Andrew? Oops, looks like it's not being able to access the sheet. Okay, so here's the twist or the changes that I made. First of all, you need to add the name and email columns in the contacts database so that the agent knows that there's a particular column that it needs to take the information from. Another thing that I changed is the model. I somehow don't know why the other model was not executing this step. I was using the Mistral 7B instruct previously, but when I executed the same, okay, so now you can see when I wrote that can you get the information of Elisa, it gave me the response back. And this is exactly what we have in our database as well, which verifies its response that it's correct. So what was happening here is that you need to choose a correct model. In this case, I chose Llama 370B instruct because somehow other models were not working. So yeah, this is how exactly this is how you exactly use an AI agent. Also, there are many other things that you can do with this, like extract the email from database and write an email to them through Gmail. Make the AI agent write the email and send it all by himself. So this is what we're gonna see in the next video. Till then, stay tuned.